Peace, King. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good, King?
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. How you feeling?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling, blessed.
Right, right. Most definitely, man. I appreciate you coming on the platform. We long overdue.
You already know. I'm feeling good to be on here, bro.
Right, right. Where you at?
Okinawa, Japan. I'm at the house right now.
Man, that's major. In Japan. Like it ain't nothing.
Got it from
What
you,
time it?
Brody, man. Got it from you.
Right, right. I can dig it.
I
And I
remember when we
appreciate
got
you.
out the house, you was like, man, you gotta get your passport. I'm like, man, what you talking about? I see
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah. We definitely was building, man. For the viewers who don't know, man, we stayed on the same street in the same neighborhood for quite a few years. We used to be chopping it up
Yeah,
about dreaming making major moves, man, and then it's coming to fruition because you're doing your thing on the music.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, man, I like what you're doing, man. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air. Your shit sound crispy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I be just trying to be, I don't know, somewhat different a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Cleveland got the same. Hey. It's like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
switch it up, man.
Right, right. I feel it, but man, I mean, you got a good ear because your beats is tight and the videos as well, man. I like whoever you be selecting to do your videos. You know what I'm saying? They be tight.
Yeah, me and Logan, we been around each other for a minute, so he 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 pretty much know what to do once he get it.
Right, big shout out. Now he from Cleveland or he from somewhere else?
He from Cleveland.
Oh, okay, okay. Now what about
Yeah,
on the
I try to stay
uh-huh.
in house. I try to stay in house with it.
Oh, okay. Now what about on the production? Is those guys from Cleveland?
Yeah, lava recording room.
Oh wow. The lava room. That's what's up.
Yeah, I only go there. I've been going there, man, probably 8 years straight.
Yeah, yeah, I done recorded there. I mean, that's official. I mean, the Lava Room, that's like a staple in the city of Cleveland. Like pretty much any major or you know what I'm saying, serious artist, they gonna go to the Lava Room for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Big shout out to them. They've been around for a minute. Now I'm gonna kind of go back a little bit, like coming from Cleveland. How did you get exposed to hip hop? I mean, was it something you heard on the radio, something you seen on TV? Was somebody in your family doing it, or something you seen out in the community, like your earliest memories of it?
Well, I say I fell in love with it because it was like a breath of fresh air or something that'll get you, through the day. As far as like, I used it like, you know, growing up, as far as for emotional stability or something. Because, like, I grew up mostly same way most a lot of kids without a father. So, like, I want to give a shout out to, like, the older rappers like Tupac, you know, mostly Tupac. I ain't even gonna go Tupac and Nas. I say one was uncle, one was father, and they was like, keeping me level headed a little bit. And then I would say that, but then my older brother Rick, he kind of like got me to where it was the mechanical side, like took me to an actual studio. I had met like Fatty Banks, I think that was his name, Fatty Banks, a long time ago when I was young. He took me to a studio. I even did a song with like Corey Bates when I was real young. Like I did some music when I was younger. You know what I mean? That was probably based off my brother. Like before he like went to jail for a little, he kind of exposed me to like the mechanic side. Like took me to an actual studio.
Oh, okay, that's a blessing, man, to have somebody in your family do that for you, because everybody, don't get that. Like you say, he had to go away for a minute, but he definitely planted a seed. You know what I'm saying? That was life changing for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely did. I ain't gonna hold you like that. That man definitely like showed me that you could actually go to a place and record music instead of just being a fan of it. And then after that, I kind of everything else was on me at that point. Went crazy. Oh,
Man, that's dope. That's what's up. You still got any of your old, young, your first recordings, or you lost them?
I still got it. I just they sound so dated. It's like, especially that song Corey Bell. I'm like, man, what is this? What was I on? I still got them though. They like MP3s.
Right, right. I feel like everybody kind of feel like that though about they old music. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah.
just get older, you mature, but the fans will love it. It's like some lost tapes or something. You want to hear Nas when he was 17, his first mixtape or something. We'll love that shit.
Nas was a man. That boy, he what was he, 17, 16?
I'm like that.
That man was down to like he was 30, 40. He was
Hmm.
5 years ahead at that point.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Now let me see. Okay, yeah, I want to ask you a little bit about some of your tracks though. Um, Devil is a Lie. I mean, for the viewers, for somebody who don't know nothing about you, never heard your music, because I'm gonna chop it up and I'm gonna throw the music in with it. Like, where was you trying to go with that track?
Man, I my mom like instilled something in me like a long time ago when it came to problems, emotional problems or not having something in your life. Like always lean on God. And I think a lot of people just don't understand that a lot of problems is because you're not communicating with God. And that could be any form of whoever you believe in. But the more I leaned on God, the more I start understanding like most of this stuff that we praise or want or thirsty for or die for or even, you know, snake each other for was a lie. So it was like that day, I ain't gonna say that day, but like I knew the knowledge that my mind gave me the devil was the enemy. And it was more so I had moments where I thought it was like the people that looked like me, but it was more so the devil. So when I created that song, it was like the devil is a lie. And like trying to tell people like, yo, you can overcome that. If you listen to that track, like that's just a basically I'm talking, straight to like as weird as it sounds, like I'm really like dissing like the devil. It's crazy it may sound. So like I made that song for like people who not understanding that a lot of these things that you worried about, it really boils down to your faith and having hope.
Yeah, man, you dropping some gems, some knowledge. I mean, cause we worry about a lot, especially like in America. Like we consumed with so many things that's not necessarily that important, but a lot of people don't realize it till it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Especially money. We go so hard for it, and it's like, man, peace of mind is priceless.
Man, listen, I listen, man, you said it right there. Peace of mind is priceless. People yearn for stuff and do stuff for money, and the stuff that they do it for don't even like it don't amount to anything. So you went all your way out of doing something that you can't reverse just for a couple dollars, and I think that's the play. It's like, yo, what can we get people to do for a piece of paper? And people is falling even worse now. This to me, this is the worst it's ever been when it kind of like morals and money. Money is starting to become stronger than morals, and it's like what? Like nah, I never seen this one. This one is different.
Yeah, man, you're right. It's like so many people they have such a tremendous void, like you say, being able to communicate with the higher power or just having their morals intact. Like I do anything for some money, but once you get a certain amount of money, I think I was watching like a little clip with 50 and it was like, man, you need a couch, you need a TV, you need a thing to cook your food, a bed. But after a while you start buying so much stuff, it's like your house turned into an amusement park or something. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good that he said that because at the tier or the amount of money he made, people should start understanding like he's trying to give you knowledge in the midst of you could acquire everything you want and still not have it all. So like what are you going so crazy for something that a rich person, a wealthy person get it and still not be happy for? That's what be bothering me. I'll be like, yo, I got morals. People are, oh, some people, hey, you ain't make it. You, haha, you know. And I'm like, bro, what's made it to you? I ain't never, I never been in jail, and if the things I've done, I should have been. I have never, you know, besides a couple instances in the streets, but I still have my mechanics, my motor. I could walk, talk, read, and write, and I'm still alive. And I come from Cleveland. I don't know if people understand where that place is and what it is, because I don't know. We have so much representation to show how crazy of a place that is to come from. But I made it from Cleveland, and I consider that making it. I don't know if being rich or flaunting things, you know, everybody knowing my music is making it. Because I seen people who ain't make it, and they not here to talk about it. And I think that's the difference, and people need to start understanding that. And then maybe we can start getting things back on track instead of everybody wanting to go all out for a piece of paper.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because I think a lot of people in Cleveland, just like cities all around America and even all around the world, a lot of people don't get to venture out, let alone go to like Japan or another country or another state or another continent. But, being raised in Cleveland, not to downplay any other city, but say like you got places like New York, Atlanta, Philly, Detroit, Baltimore, a lot of them places, they have a lot more economic stability, whether it's, working or getting a job or opportunities on that side or even on the street side. It's more money flowing to keep the community at a certain level where Cleveland is just like total despair on both sides. So that's why when you see the poverty ratings, Cleveland is always like at the top. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like how many of you was in Cleveland? Like if I go to New York, if I go to Atlanta, those are like two hubs that the world visits. Like it'd be people from every part of the world there. I only met a person like you. You know what I mean? That been to multiple places. And that's one person out of this whole, Cleveland only bus so big, but still it's like I only met one person that had a passport. I mean, I have family members, aunties, and but like I'm talking about somebody who was close to my age, somebody looked like me, saying
Hmm.
you was the only one talking like that. So I'm like, hold on, like this is crazy. But if you was in New York, like you said, all these other hubs, you probably hear more of those stories. Like you should get out more. You should try to. I only heard that from you, so that's why I was like, man. When I heard it, I'm like, yo, this dude, like, he's serious. You showed me all the play. I'm like, what? And I never thought about leaving Cleveland. Like it do be my state. Like you feel like a caged animal because you like, man, you either want to be the king of the hill or you just think this is it. And it's not. It's not even like Cleveland. Not even like a 1% of a percent of the world. But it'll have you really thinking that though.
Right, right. And you made a good point, like you say, with a place like LA or Atlanta, you even if you never left, you still got a window of what the rest of the world could be. You have some sort of outlet because like Atlanta, that's like one of the busiest airport terminals on earth. So you
Yeah.
have people coming from all over, in and out. Then they got their own thing with the music, they got their own thing with the film. Like we don't have none of that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like whether you trying to make a dream come true, whether you just want to work, whether you want to go to school or be in the streets, is going to be a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? When you come from a city like Cleveland, because it's so small and it's in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. Now, okay, you had mentioned something earlier about making it. So, for you, like, what is the ultimate goal with the music? Like, outside of just loving it, what is like I guess the economical, like, do you want to be independent? Do you want to get a deal? Do you want to be, like a CEO and have a label and artist? What's the end game for you?
Well, I still ain't at the point where I feel like I want artists or nothing. But I do see me like I said, the whole thing about the music was like I see a lot of rappers. They might have some backing behind them. They might have somebody with a capital or knew the plans, knew the business, might have knew somebody in the industry. I never had none of that stuff, and I never had nobody support it or put money up. So it was always on me. So my whole thing was, yo, can I survive while telling my story? And that like that's really like what was the making it part, because like it was a time where I'm thinking I'm making my last song, because I'm making it in the midst of stuff happening. So, but then I was like, man, you know, I see a couple people liking it, and then as far as like if I could see it going further as being a career path, I really don't know, man, because like like it, like you said, would I take a deal? Yeah, but it had to be structured where it's still like the way it is. Like it couldn't be like I go into a deal and multiple producers come in try to change the sound or something, because it's already set in stone at this point. I got my own way. I don't know. I mean, I got my own sound. I know what to do. And then financially, like, I mean, it's an anomaly to be a rich rapper. That that's why like the TV make it seem like everybody who get a deal or who get on is rich, and they not. I feel like I can get rich without rap, but I do like making it because I want people to have an outlet. Like Tupac was my outlet, Nas was my outlet. I didn't look at them like the richest rappers. I looked at Jay-Z like the richest rapper. I looked at um I wanted to say Jay. Let me just say Jay. But like Nas and Tupac wasn't. They was just like educators, and I want my music to. I mean, everything I make ain't educational, but I do like sprinkle some stuff where I want somebody who don't want to be a part of a gang or solo by itself to understand like you ain't doing nothing wrong. If nobody like your stuff or pushing your music, or you doing good, you still here, you still alive, you still doing what you love, and that's what I make music for, and also like sprinkle a little God in there too. But as far as making it, man, I feel like it's gonna be what it is. It is what it is. It's like I'm already on. I just drop music, and if it go, it go. It don't, it don't. I would say I need to do more personally with marketing or promoting my own music myself. But I'm not looking for a helping hand. Nah, because I'm not really caring if it goes past a certain point. And to sprinkle this in, we come from Cleveland. We don't have too many like outlets as far as like back in like the radio station don't push the local artists. They don't. We I feel like we a music hub for the rest of the world. We just consumers, and we always gonna be consumers. I think we never was buyers besides like I mean sellers besides like Bone. I feel like Q Money was there, but like that's crazy. I can only name like it's a couple other names that got a little buzz, way bigger than mine. But I'm just saying like we have it unfair in Cleveland because it's like you only famous until pretty much you die or something like that, and that ain't gonna happen over here. So yeah, as far as the music, man, it is what it is. I'll just drop it in there. If it's sticky, sticky. Don't it don't. But life, I'm still living. I'm doing good.
Right, right. I could dig it, but man, like you said, you done seen so many people come and go. Like we like the same age, so just taking it all the way back to high school, how many people was rapping and stopped and started, or might have went to jail, might have died, and you consistently elevating, on your own terms. Not to leave that out. That's the most important part. Like you said, if somebody try to sign you and kind of reconstruct what you done already been building, you already got your foundation. You don't need to be guiding into another direction. So, it may be better to just stick with what you're doing and then get to the point where you might have to, build your base outside. Because that happened a lot. Like where a rapper, you might not never pop in Cleveland. You might pop in Japan or London. I interviewed Speech. He had dropped a Speech from Arrested Development. He done won Grammy awards and sold millions of records. He dropped a record, and they said it wasn't popping in the U.S., but it went number one in Japan. So he still got paid. He's still touring. He's still eating off of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. That's another thing. I'm still stuck in the mind state. I'm still fighting that every day. Like understanding that Cleveland ain't the world, and you should spread it somewhere else or figure it out. Cleveland will make you feel like, man, they don't. And I don't even think it's nobody's fault. I think people in Cleveland we just all like not all of us, but like a lot of people just sad and stuck in the mud and don't understand. Like the more we support each other, the more things will change around there. But the support ain't gonna be there, because it's I can't, man, I can't put my finger on why we don't support each other. I really can't. I can't.
Right. I feel you, man, because they don't realize like you already done proved yourself. If they just threw you the support, just a minute amount support from the people you grew up with, people you related to, they would reap the benefits of that. Because once
Man,
you go through all that struggle and you don't get the support, you're not gonna be bitter, but it's gonna be hard to. I need 10,000 to pay my house off. I need 5,000 to help my son go to school, and you gonna be like, you ain't even buy my mixtape. So how you gonna?
yeah, it's crazy you say that because they'll low key DM you or say something like, "Yo, that shit fire, bro. Oh man, that shit keep going. You hitting, bro. You gotta tell somebody else. You ain't gotta tell me that. Like,
Right.
that ain't that is cool. No, I appreciate you because like I'm not used to it. But like, man, if you would say that to your cousins, your friends, somebody else, maybe then they'll, because I'd have had people like call me like, "Yo, this shit hard. They stay no tit for tat." But post 21 Savage, he's established. You ain't gotta post these guys no more. They good. You supposed to, if you know me and you know that I'm telling you the truth, or if I'm telling you my truth, and you fuck with this, you actually found the song that you like out of all these songs. You ain't rocking with me for real, because you would have, you know, and mutual respect too. They might have a product, they might have a hair thing they drop, they might have a song, they might have a something they doing that they want some, and I need to, maybe start sharing other people's stuff and stuff. But like, I'm just saying, like, if you went out your way to DM and say that, then you should have flocked that share out. But Cleveland, when Cleveland respect you, and it's real shit because I seen it already, and it's already a documented thing because Bone had to do it, Machine Gun Kelly had to do it. Only one person, my opinion, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like Q Money did it from inside the city, but he still had to get signed outside the city. But then Machine Gun go to New York, then
Yeah.
uh then Bone go to Cali.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's like once they see the outside fuck with you, then they fuck with you. They have to see
Right.
the outside fuck with you first. Not like Atlanta love Atlanta. Like this, yeah, shout it, yeah. They love that. But nah, Cleveland, like, oh, you got this hood behind, fuck your hood. Niggas like what?
No, you right. You exactly right, and we know it's like that. I mean, it's just unfortunate. That's what I'm saying. So, like, once that plane take off, it's gonna be hard to get on. You feel me? Because
That's the thing. And I used to be looking at these stories of these rappers, and then it'd be always somebody in their past or something like, yo, he got money and he switched up. I never went it. Now I understand, like, nah, he probably ain't switch up. You probably just ain't give a fuck till he took off. And then you like, yo, what's up, my bro? Nah, you should have been like that. You should
yeah.
have been
Cause it was this one little post I shared. I can't think of the artist's name, but he like one of them young dudes, and he said, "What did he say?" He said he texted everybody in his family. They had got like their income taxes and PP loans and stuff, and he was like, he asked everybody to give him like $100, and like I think he said his parents gave it to him. You know, they getting like 5,000, 10,000. He asked his cousins, aunts, and uncles. I think he said two people gave him like 100. So he told him he wanted to use the money to get like studio time. I can't think of the guy's name. I'll send you the link. But he ended up bubbling. He on now. And then he
mm,
was just telling the story. Then he gonna take care of the people that gave him that $100 for the rest of their life. You get what I'm saying?
that's another thing. I don't never reach out for help. Like never. I've never asked for no help, honestly. And maybe that's my another like crutch, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing is sometimes when you ask people for help, they're trying to use that against you.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta be careful. Be a
bro,
hook on it sometimes.
yeah, look at this broke begging that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
it's a fine line, man.
yeah. They
Now
they
let
they
me.
don't they don't look at it.
Yeah. Right. Now let me ask you, now do you got like a favorite track? Like if somebody was watching this, like, man, I wanna check out what he doing. If you could, what would be like your top two or three tracks? Like just if you listen to them, then you
Oh,
good.
it's all around. Tit for tat was the one that I was supposed to go, because that's when I had like celebrities DMing me, like they was like, "Hey, what's up? What you trying to do with this?" And I'm like, "Shh, nothing. We gonna, But like tit for tat for sure. I like spin something because I finally got respect for the young dudes because they was like, "Yo, we don't like a lot of your music." I was like, "All right, cool." But then I dropped spin something. They said, "Okay, I like that. I like that." They really started giving my admiration. And then I would say it's another song with this guy named Frank on it, and it's two songs actually in one. It's it's on there though, but it's I was trying to make I can't remember the name of the song. That's great, but it's a Frank and Fate band, and it's split between two songs on there. I like those. I really thought those would, and that's another thing that come
Are
to
you
me.
talking about the all down?
Yeah, all damn, and then the other one before that, I was getting like people who
Can't
never
believe this.
can't believe it. They said can't believe
Hmm.
it single in the whole song instead of it just being half a song. And
Right,
I
you
was
got it split up. I feel you though.
yeah, I was getting that from like a person who would never hit me up. That's what I knew it was real. They like, hold on, you tripping? I'm like, what? I should have, yeah. I might have to come back and do a whole video for that. I don't know. See if Frank on it.
Right. Yeah, you got some bangers, man. Now Tick for Tack, that's the one you shot at the spot in Atlanta.
Yeah, I had like, man, I rented this mansion and flew all the young dudes out, a couple young dudes, and we went out there with Logan and shot boy. Fucked the mansion up too. We did our thing.
Right, but I mean that you your own boss. I mean, what could a label do for you that you haven't done for yourself? Could they fly you to a different countries? You done did that. You rent mansions. You flying your people out. You got the jewelry. You got the production. You got the track record. You know the longevity. You got celebs. You know tapping in with you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. Like it was, that's what I'm saying. What could a record label do but put you in debt? If they ain't like, yo, we gonna 50-50. I would rather do a 50-50. Like whatever you put up, we'll put up.
Yeah.
And that
Mm-hmm.
make me, you know what I mean? Instead of I don't want no money. Like
Right, right. Because they'll give you the
I'm
machine, like you say, marketing. They'll market the hell out of you. So if they see you could, kind of get this much of a wave, then they like, if we put the machine on them, it might be $1 billion wave. But like you say, the deal will be so screwed up where you only gonna get like a small percent, and they got rights to this and rights to that, and perform when you perform, digital merch. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I think because some of these people, they be needing money and they'll sign anything when
Hmm.
they never might have did nothing, never had nothing clothes, shoes, never probably been nowhere, and it's a lot of things they want to do. Family might need some money, they got to bust a move right now. But like I'm not in that type of situation. I just need the machine because I didn't gave money to people and got screwed. Like gave money and they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. This out of town. I don't know how to get in contact with this. You know what I mean? That's another
Hmm.
thing. Even spending money on promo is a Ponzi scheme. If you ain't spending it with the right people, you could like
Hmm.
give somebody and they could, scam you. New thing. But
Yeah.
that's another thing where promo be making me weary. Like it's the method of promoing that I'm not understanding, and that's why I'm behind. Because I tell my daughter this all the time. I didn't grow up on the internet. We didn't have like the latest of phones growing up. Like it wasn't. You couldn't upload a video that you just shot down the street at your cousin's house. Like it wasn't like that. So when I got to the internet, that's why I'm good on the internet. Cause like people will cuss me or like comment about something. People go real serious on the internet. I'm not serious. Like I don't take it serious. Like somebody could say "f my mama," it doesn't bother me. because my emotions is not tied into a place that don't exist. People say, "Get off my page." Well, it's not real, man. This is like this is wires and connections and electric,
Right.
not a place.
Yeah.
In their mind, some people believe this is a place.
Right,
But
right. Because I feel like some people, that's all they got. Because, like you said, at one time we didn't have the internet. So, say, like, for example, people we went to school with, if we didn't have the internet, 99% of them, we probably would never see them or hear from them or know what they look like or nothing. But it's at a point where you could see everything that everybody doing. So, a lot of people that probably would have had a private life that, wouldn't have had no type of interaction with, they got the internet. So, it's like, it's fulfilling to them because they could show what they got. Even if they had money, nobody probably would really know. You know what I'm saying? But now they can show it. Like, oh, look at the house, look at the car, look at the jewels. You know what I'm saying?
and you know what I think it is. Um, a lot of the most, to me, prominent people is people in real life that you would have never like. They probably would have never. They would have been in the shell, but like on the
Hmm.
internet, nobody around, they can be free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my whole life, I've been, I want to say, a jokester, asshole, flamboyant, talky type of person. So I didn't need the internet for no what's the word? I didn't need the internet to make me feel better about myself. But some people really use this to feel better about themselves.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It play on people emotions and self esteem, and it go into a lot: mental health, depression, stress, anxiety. Like you said, a person could be what they want to be on the internet.
See,
You know,
that's I'm learning because like my daughter,
right?
and I'm like, yo, you would rather watch somebody play soccer instead of go outside and play soccer? like this, what you
Hmm.
they call these videos where they watch people eat, and it's
Mm.
just time, and that just enjoyment. I don't want to watch them eat. Let's go get some food. But they just that's why I think one day computers will take over people because like look at it, they halfway there. They
Hmm.
there like scary man.
Now, I can ask you this. Now, have you thought about like getting into other ventures, like you said, like a Jay or like a Dre or Puffy? They made a lot of money off of music, but it seemed like they made a lot even more off of other things like headphones or clothes or alcohol or investing in teams. Like, can you see yourself like getting into any of that stuff once you get your foot in?
Well, if I could, I would like to do like brand and like take that Cleveland brand. Well, I call it Campus, but Campus Life Entertainment is the name of the my LLC for my record label. But if you break that down, that's CLE, and that's Cleveland.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, the clothing line, book bags, stuff like that. Because I think people. This is the thing about people from what you gonna see the most. I hate it here. I can't wait to leave. And then they go somewhere and realize ain't no better. Like what you talking about? Like you leave and you be like, damn, it costs more to live here, and you stay
Yeah.
close. Nobody like you still. Like it's like
Right. Right.
it's the same thing. It might be now to lead a country, maybe something that people could do as far as like go see the world and see other cultures and see people care about stuff other than what you care about. But like as far as people hating where they from, as far as Cleveland, I want to change that narrative because like, man, I love Cleveland. I love everything about it. I love the stink, the funk, the trash can, everything about it, man. I love Cleveland. So like, if I could push that CLE and like make people stand on it, because I got the two chains made, and
Right. That's
I,
raw.
I want people to like really love that they from Cleveland. Like they act like we ain't. Didn't we breed Holly Berry? Like didn't Steve Harvey come from Cleveland? Like wasn't the baby born in Cleveland? Like it's stuff that you can be proud of. You just have to go look. Like you
Yeah,
open your eyes and look.
most definitely. Cleveland got a lot of hitters, man. People that done made it. made it through some of the worst conditions and turned out to be the biggest and brightest. Like, and people you naming, them icons. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the icons need to. The icons don't. Steve Harvey said it. Like, we don't see Holly Berry like that. Like, what if they all got together and did one thing and showed people like we all from Cleveland? You know how crazy that'd be if the little kids see y'all from Cleveland. They came from Cleveland. Man, they'd go crazy. They don't even know it. Like at one time, if the youth wanna like understand this, like Bone was like, should we say like the biggest group in the world? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they
At
was
one time they was working with Pac, Biggie, Easy, Q, all of them. They got songs with them. They was the big. They was like the Super Bowl champions. You know what I'm saying?
it was the Beatles, and I don't think they understand. Like they was really
Right.
like the world was checking. Like when I went to Cali for the first time, I was probably in the wrong place, and Sam like, where you from? I'm from Cleveland. What? Boom, boom does it? That saved my life. They don't
Right.
even understand. Like, man. And I ain't trying to be like no old head, but I'm just saying, like, y'all got some heritage. You just gotta, look into it if you feel like people ain't really showing where they from. But you could go see. You could do your research to see who from here and who came from here. You should
Right. Right.
from, man.
Yeah. Let me see. I got like one more question. So I guess just as far as you being an artist and being in the game this long and achieving and accomplishing so much, what is your favorite part? Is it writing? Is it recording? Is it performing? Is it shooting a video? Like what you feel like is your favorite part of this?
Seeing,
Because some people love to be in the studio. Some people hate being in the studio. Like, let me record my shit and get out of here.
I like the recording of it and seeing how it come out. That's the best part of it. Cause like to really see something in your brain and then coming out almost close or even more than what you expected to be, that's raw to me. Like that's raw. Like
Mhm.
that's the best part is the recording and the creative part of it. The beginning stages and the recording part. That's the best part.
Yeah, yeah, that is a dope feeling because I mean, it start off with like just one word, a pencil and a paper, or I don't know if you use your head or whatever, but it just start off with one rhyme, then you turn it into two verses, two hooks, then you throw the beat on it, then you record it, then it get the right mix on it, and then it come out how you really wanted it to or better. That's
Yeah,
that's a priceless feeling.
yeah. That's definitely it, man. If I could, be honest about that, that's the best part.
Yeah, and the game changing because like BB King and what's my man name? Lil Richard and what was the other one? He made Go Johnny Go. Chuck Berry. Them
Okay.
guys was performing and touring when they was in the 80s and 90s. You know, hip hop just reached 50, so it was like a stigma on rappers being a certain age. But you see Nas, he done dropped like 6 albums in the
I
last
drop one album every 4 years. Like this is crazy.
right. So that's inspiring though, and they nice though. I like them. So it's just let you know what the future holds. You know what I'm saying for hip hop.
That could be another motivator to see somebody that age still going. Because you get to a certain age, they go, "Oh, you washed up. You shouldn't still be rapping. You should be raising kids." Well, no, this is the point where you should listen to me. Because when I was younger, I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was just
Mhm.
do a lot when it was younger. It was like Tupac and Nas that I got off and Rock Kim. Because I can still to this day, I ain't know never, man. What Rock Kim was, man. Like to hear somebody rap like that and he not cussing, and I'm listening to this dude, it sounds like he just as hard as the guy who's saying FUBBB. You know what I mean? This dude,
Mhm.
my brother put me on the Rock Hill. I like, damn, like that. It's the one song it's called "I Control the Crowd," and he came back at the while and dropped it. And that song was like, to this day, if I cut it, I'm about to jump out the window. Like that's crazy. And I see why Nas showed Rakim so much respect. Like, yeah, that man was.
Yeah,
I do want to
Rakim
tell
is a man.
you though, Brody. Like, as far as Cleveland, I hope like we can get people to stick together more so than trying to figure another scheme or a path out, lives or work. I just want people to understand that they strong enough by themselves, and if they just focus and put it together, that they'll be able to change the way stuff is moving and create a better outcome for either themselves or like the future people coming from Cleveland. Cause like we strong enough by ourselves, in my opinion, as far as musically and as far as like where we come from and our struggle. We just need to stick together a little more, and we shouldn't have to wait on an outsider who don't know nothing about Cleveland to stamp somebody. We should be able to stamp that person and then help push and propel that person. It ain't about. I always envision it not even being me, just being around a person who I could look at. When I say it's people that made it, definitely it's people that made it. But as far as like icon status, like a Tupac, a Nas, or something like that, I don't think we, besides Bone, ever had that. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we got the makeup to have that type of person come. So I
Right.
get it together, man.
Yeah, that'd be dope if we could get Cleveland like ATL or the Bay Area or LA, or New York, where you could just see it in your own, organic surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the TV all the time, like you know what I'm saying. You could go through New York and you like, oh, they from over here, they from over here, he from over here. They still be around here. They go to office right there. They go to building down there. They going to the park. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so crazy when I come back home in Japan. Ain't no guns here. Ain't none of that here. Ain't no violence.
Right.
Go home, I instantly gotta grab a gun. I instantly got.
Cleveland state of mind. I feel you.
Yeah, you can't even think. I literally would leave the house like, damn, I forgot my gun, and go back to the house and be late for
Man,
whatever. I,
yeah, cause you can't get caught slipping. That one day you let up, then that could be
yeah,
it. I feel you, man. I had to reset, reprogram myself when I come back. Let me see. I ain't gonna hold you up, King. So, man, I appreciate you coming on this platform. It's definitely been an honor. We're gonna reconnect again. So, if somebody watching this and they viewing this, how can they support you? Like, do you got a website? Is your music on certain platforms? Do you got a YouTube channel? You got social media? What's the best way for them to get at you?
just hit me up, man, and click on them videos on YouTube, man. The page is Fate Banz, FATEBANZ Campus, and just watch the videos, man, and really try to, you know, I don't need no help or nothing like that. I just need y'all to like watch the video, man. And I'm on iTunes, I'm on Spotify, I'm on all those. If you just type in Fate Bands, Apple Music, Spotify, it'll pop up and show them videos and songs and stuff. So yeah. But like, yeah,
Uh,
that'll be the
yeah.
way.
All right, man. I got to thank everybody for tuning in. It's been another phenomenal episode of Taye Speaks. So until next time, family, we out. Peace.